So you were when Yung Mazi died.
Oh man, yeah, R.I.P. Mazi though, bro.
I mean, that was sort of an interesting situation, right? Because you were close to him.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this close like that. Like we were cool though. We been in the studio. I knew him. You feel me? We were dogs. We weren't just close. Like I can't just tell you like stories like that. We was in the studio though. You feel me? Like,
Okay.
he was my dog though. Like no bad blood. I met him like being out there with Fly them on Peter Street in the studio and stuff. Like it was just every time I saw him, it was just always music. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I met him from like being in music, so like I ain't have a relationship with him prior before my first mixtape. If that make any sense. But like I said, that's my dog though, man. I love Mazi. Like got mad love and respect for him.
Well, when he died, obviously people like yourself, that were cool with him said what they said. But then you had other people, I think like Trouble may have said that, where they said like, when people are doing things like finessing, and he was getting into a lot of shit. He had gotten shot a bunch of different times.
Yeah.
He said instead of telling people R.I.P. after the fact, a lot of these so-called friends don't tell people to stop doing certain things. They're going to lead them down the path to get into a situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, were you aware of some of the stuff that he was doing?
I'm saying like, people knew, people talked like, but like I said, the relationship I had with Mazi, like, none of that stuff, like, he brought none of that to the type of relationship we had. Or, like, whatever he did, that was his business. You feel me? Like, everybody knew Mazi had done got shot a lot of times. You feel me? But I don't know what he did and who he did that stuff to, that the so-called thing they say he did, but that wasn't none of my business over there. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just stayed in my lane, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's sad regardless, man.
Oh, yeah, of course. Like, you know what I'm saying? You lose anybody, it's sad. You feel me? Then, like, I'm really Atlanta.
Yeah. So you had a freestyle on Tim Westwood.
Yeah.
And people kind of went in on that.
Oh, they went in on me extra hard.
Okay. Well, why do you think people went in so hard?
Probably just because, like, it was just raw, bro. But I ain't like, they went in hard on me because, like, when you just look at it, it ain't fire. Like, it's not like a fire freestyle you would just get a freestyle from. Or it's like not your typical freestyle. You feel me? And that's what I think. But, like, even after that, I went back and dropped the song, recorded the song, the same thing I did. You feel me? Like, I liked it, though, so that was all that mattered.
I mean, not everyone's a freestyle artist.
Yeah, I'm definitely not. And I was just having fun. Like, it's my first time overseas on a little mini tour. Freestyle, I don't even do this, but I will for you, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? It was just like a milestone, like, for me. So
Tim Westwood's a legend out there. I mean, I've interviewed him out there.
that's what I'm saying. So, like, that's how I looked at it. Like, I wasn't freestyling for them. I was freestyling for him, or doing my thing for him.
Okay. So if someone else asked you to do a freestyle, what would you say now?
No, I've been saying no all along. Like I just say, like, that was just like I was feeling it, bro. This is my first time overseas. Like, he could have just said, bro, try to do a flip. I would have tried to do that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't matter. Like, I was just in the mode, feeling it. I was excited, bro. I had accomplished something. But if somebody else asked me for a freestyle, I 9 times 10 say no.
Yeah. So, there's sort of like a thing that's going on these days where if you look at like the 90s, you could say that it was kind of dominated by drug dealer rap.
Okay.
Whereas if you look at, what's happening these days, you could almost say it's dominated by drug user rap.
Yeah.
And 21 Savage spoke about it. Did you ever see that
I saw
that
the
statement
tweet.
he made?
I saw the note he put up.
Yeah. I mean, what's your take on that?
I don't know. It's just like, you have to just read the thing verbatimly. I don't know. Like, what's my take on, like, the music being from drug dealer music to drug user music?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it seems like a lot of the popular music these days focuses on drug using.
Yeah.
People talk about doing pills all the time. People talk about, lean. I mean, it's kind of been around for a while, but the pill popping seems to be a bigger thing these days.
For one, like back then, like, I don't know, I could just say for now, I can't even talk about back then. Because there's more drug using and drug dealing going on right now. Yeah, you got some niggas still hustling, but shit, you got way more niggas using than hustling, or even trying to attempt to hustle. So that's what more people relating to. Let me talk about what's relatable.
Fair enough.
You
Fair
feel me?
enough.
That's just like what I could see. You know what I mean? It's hard to talk about drug dealing when everybody not drug dealing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the 80s anymore.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you don't really see ever since BMF, you really don't see the big drug lords.
Let me tell you what it is too though. See, back then, the rappers want to be drug dealers. Now the drug dealer want to rap. You feel me? Straight up.
Well, I think it goes both ways.
Yeah.
I think, most of people want to get out of the situation.
No rap niggas want to do no drugs, do no drug dealing no more. Straight up. They don't want to do that no more, but them drug dealers definitely want to rap. We ain't rapping to go back to selling drugs. That's backward as fuck, Blad. But I can guarantee you, man, it's a nigga in the truck right now, man. Home got a setup, you know what I'm saying? Got a little laptop, a little mic, little stand. That's what's going on. Rap is the new trap, bro. Rap is the new dope game, bro. That's why I can't even name you, bro, 5 new artists. I can't.
What do you mean?
Everybody doing it, bro. It was a time where you should be like 4 rappers from Atlanta. Maybe 4 from New York, you know what I'm saying? 3 from West Coast. Man. 2, maybe 2 from Florida. Man, that shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the SoundCloud era. Now you got thousands.
It's just niggas just took advantage of the opportunity. But you can't be mad. You feel me? You can't do nothing but salute these young niggas, man. These young niggas smart.
Yeah. And then, I just interviewed Boosie, and he just talked about how
anybody talking about they still doing all this rapping gangster stuff and they lying. We rapping, man. We ain't doing nothing but rapping, man. You already a gangster from your heart once you become a gangster. But after that, once you make it successful, man, you ain't selling all that dope, man. Come on, man.
That's when I thought about it. That's what I got the line from, Boosie. Niggas, like when you think niggas ain't doing that, you doing that. You selling you doing rap to escape that, to legitimize yourself. The hell I'm gonna go incriminate myself again for when I just got the money clean? It just doesn't make sense.